The Union Jack is still there. What more can you say about this ride? Every single person has supported him. He has just been extraordinary. Not put a foot wrong, and he must be looking for the 2-lap board very, very carefully. One lap remains for Kurt Nicoll, riding out of Great Britain on the 360 KTM. He really has been sensational. On the start line this morning, he said he's going to get covered in mud, and he doesn't fancy that. He won't be able to see a thing. And Dave Thorpe just replied immediately, if you're out front, how the hell are you going to get mud on your goggles? Get out there and do a job of work, and you'll be fine. Well, he's done exactly what he was asked to do. He has been sensational. Out of the gate, at the end of lap 1, it was all about Kurt Nicoll. At the end of 30 minutes and 2 laps, it's still all about Kurt Nicoll and all about the Union Jack. Well, the British supporters really have got what they came to see. And of course, the British supporters know very, very well that Jamie Dobb is third in the 125 class at the moment. Federici is leading, Bervoets is second, and Jamie Dobb on that little Suzuki is third in that class. Well, you can't get much better than that for the first race of the day. They started off in the most crazy muddy conditions. It's got a little better, and I'm sure the track excavators will take off the top layer of mud. Kurt Nicoll looks behind him. You can actually get off and wash your bike, and they still won't catch you. He was so quick to look behind him when he made that small mistake, but he knows that there's a checkered flag very, very close, and he knows that he's got Dave Thorpe and 50,000 supporters cheering for him at the moment. Well, wouldn't that be wonderful if the British team can pull off the first race of the day? Kurt Nicoll has been faultless, and I just can't see him making a mistake at this late stage. He has been faultless. That Austrian 360 KTM has been like a Rolex watch from the beginning to the end, and he must just be thinking under that helmet, I've done it for my country. He must well know by now that Jamie Dobb is very, very well placed as well. Dave Thorpe knows exactly what instructions to push out to his team. He's been in this position many, many times himself, and he'll soon be there to tell Kurt Nicoll, you've done a fine job. Well, he really has done more than a fine job. The sun has been out all day, so don't be confused by the sun. It was the water that they put on last night that was heavy, and Emig, he's going to get pushed right to the wire. The crowd already now on their feet. One more corner, a checkered flag awaits him. To the right of the picture must surely be a checkered flag. Kurt Nicoll has done enough. Absolutely ecstatic. And the British team members will be there to tell him very, very quickly where Jamie Dobb was, and that's what he'll want to know. What a great, great ride to Kurt Nicoll.
Kurt Nicoll, what a wonderful race you did.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with it. You know, I took a hole shot, and in the mud like this, a hole shot was pretty important. I didn't have any mud on my goggles, I could pick my lines, and you know, it went pretty smooth.
Yeah, the hole shot was a big part of the victory.
Yeah, of course. I knew before the race I had to take a hole shot. It wasn't a really difficult race. Once I had a 5-6 second lead, then I could just look behind, watching the other guys fighting it out. For me, it was not the most difficult race I ever had.
You've never been threatened by any pilot?
No, not really. I never felt in trouble the whole race.
So you had your pace, went to the victory. So what's going to happen for the next heat?
I don't know. Jamie got a good result as well from the 125. So, you know, maybe a 94 is coming back again. It would be a miracle, but it could happen.